All right, let's dive into the heart of things. Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into the sixth installment of a series that has captured imaginations, well, everywhere. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Mhm.
This pivotal book, published July 16th, 2005 by J.K. Rowling, it really transforms the magical world. You handed us a fantastic overview, covering the plot, characters, themes.
Yeah.
Our mission today is to kind of pull out those electrifying aha moments, navigate the ever-deepening darkness, and chart Harry's demanding journey into the unknown that this book so masterfully lays out.
What's truly compelling about Half-Blood Prince, I think, is how it doesn't just advance the story. It fundamentally redefines the entire series.
Right.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it moves far beyond the familiar school mysteries. It acts as this crucial, quite harrowing bridge to the epic finale.
Yeah, definitely.
Is here we gain this unprecedented insight into Voldemort's origins, revealing the chilling psychology behind the Dark Lord and the
Yeah.
complex, insidious nature of evil itself. This raises an important question for you to consider. When faced with profound fear or deep love, how do individual choices not only shape personal destinies, but ripple out to determine the fate of, well, an entire world?
And what a world it's becoming. I mean, the moment you open this book, you're plunged into a wizarding world in, like, palpable turmoil.
Yeah, the atmosphere shifts immediately.
Lord Voldemort has returned, and his Death Eaters, they're no longer lurking in the shadows. They're wreaking open havoc across both magical and muggle communities.
Right.
The sense of foreboding is immediate and absolute. Even Hogwarts, that bastion of safety, is now under threat. Its very walls feel, I don't know, permeable.
It's a stark, really visceral shift in tone and stakes for the whole series. And Dumbledore's role here, it expands dramatically, doesn't it?
Oh, completely.
He's no longer just the wise headmaster. He's a strategist, singularly focused on equipping Harry for the direct, inevitable confrontation with Voldemort.
Yeah.
This signals that the game has changed entirely. The era of, let's say, protective innocence for Harry is decidedly over.
This new, grimmer reality is clear from the very first pages, really. The book opens in a strikingly unusual way, pulling us away from the familiar magical world to this tense meeting between the Muggle Prime Minister and Cornelius Fudge.
Which is jarring, but effective.
Totally.
Right.
But then we're immediately thrust into a moment that truly sets the stage for the book's central mystery. Severus Snape swearing an unbreakable vow to Narcissa Malfoy.
Ah, the unbreakable vow. It's incredibly significant, isn't it? It lays down this central tension that just reverberates through the entire narrative.
Absolutely.
What makes it so fascinating is its absolute gravity. I mean, Snape promised not only to protect Draco, but also to complete Voldemort's task himself if Draco failed.
Yeah.
It's a promise with literally deadly consequences, forcing Snape into this, well, morally ambiguous corner and making us question his deepest allegiances right from the outset.
Yeah.
Does he serve a person or maybe a deeper cause?
It's a brilliant setup, and as Snape's mysterious allegiances deepen, Harry is embarking on his own path to understanding dark magic, almost literally. Back at Hogwarts, he stumbles upon this old potions textbook, right? Scrawled with mysterious, often disturbing notes and powerful spells, signed only by the Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah, and this book is a total game changer for Harry in potions class. Transforms him into an unexpected star.
Right, but here's where it gets really interesting and frankly quite unsettling. The book also introduces him to that incredibly dark spell, Sectum Sempra.
Oof, yeah.
A spell designed to inflict these brutal slicing wounds. His kind of casual use of it later really highlights the prince's more sinister side and challenges Harry's own judgment, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And while Harry's unraveling the mystery of this shadowy prince, Dumbledore is pulling him into a different kind of mystery, one that reveals the chilling origins of his nemesis.
The private lessons.
Exactly. These aren't just academic lessons. They're deep dives into Voldemort's past, his parentage, his early isolated life at the orphanage, and the genesis of his terrifying obsession with immortality. It's during these sessions that Dumbledore finally unveils the concept of Horcruxes, objects containing fragments of Voldemort's soul.
A big reveal.
Huge.
Yeah.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, understanding Horcruxes is the absolute key. It's the key to understanding Voldemort's seemingly unyielding power and his profound vulnerability.
Right.
They aren't just magical containers. They are a chilling psychological portrait of a man so terrified of death he fragments his very humanity. Their destruction is the only path to making him mortal again.
And amidst all this heavy, world-saving reconnaissance and the looming war, we can't forget these characters are still, profoundly teenagers.
Absolutely. Still got to deal with homework and hormones.
Exactly. The castle becomes this melting pot for all the messy, wonderful chaos of adolescence. Romance is blooming and complicating everything. We see Harry finally develop undeniable feelings for Ginny Weasley.
Which is a big step for him.
Huge. A major emotional hurdle. And the budding relationship between Ron and Lavender Brown creates some wonderfully awkward and genuinely strained moments in Ron's friendship with Hermione.
Oh, the Ron, Lavender, Hermione triangle? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's painful, but also kind of relatable.
Totally.
And this isn't just a magical quest against a Dark Lord. It's a profound coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of an impending war. The trio's emotional maturation is palpable as they navigate both deeply personal conflicts, the pangs of first love, the sting of jealousy, and the terrifying external pressures of a world on the brink. These internal struggles are just as crucial to their development as any spell or potion.
Well said. And speaking of external conflicts, Harry's mounting suspicions about Draco Malfoy turn out to be, well, painfully tragically correct.
Yeah, signs were there.
Draco has indeed been tasked with the impossible, assassinating Dumbledore. What's so compelling here, I think, is seeing Draco, for all his bravado, struggle immensely with the crushing weight of this assigned task. It reveals a vulnerability we hadn't really seen before.
Yeah, definitely. He's cracking under the pressure.
Which leads Dumbledore and Harry to their most perilous mission yet. That journey to a hidden sea cave where one of Voldemort's Horcruxes is supposedly concealed.
The cave sequence. Intense.
Oh, yeah. They brave numerous magical traps, including those truly horrifying Inferi, the dead brought back to life, and Dumbledore is forced to drink that debilitating cursed potion.
Awful. Just awful to witness.
They battle their way to retrieve what they believe is a Horcrux. So what does this all mean for their quest, this harrowing sacrifice? In a devastating twist of fate, they later discover it's a fake.
Gut-wrenching. A cruel, empty victory, and that setback really sets the stage for the true climax. Dumbledore returns to Hogwarts, weakened, injured, only to find the school has been infiltrated by Death Eaters. The atmosphere is just thick with tension, fraught with betrayal.
You can feel it building.
Yeah, as the true scale of the infiltration becomes terrifyingly clear.
And then the moment that truly left me speechless, that fulfillment of the grim, unbreakable vow we talked about earlier, Snape kills Dumbledore.
Yeah, that scene.
It's an act that shatters Harry's world, leaving him devastated and enraged and throwing into question everything we thought we knew about loyalty and heroism. Just, wow.
When we step back to look at the deeper themes woven into this narrative, the pursuit of power and immortality through Horcruxes is just central.
Absolutely.
It's not just a magical concept, it's his chilling psychological portrait of Voldemort's profound fear of death and his ultimate obsession with control. A fear so potent, it drives him to literally fragment his very soul.
It's terrifying.
Then there's the incredibly complex theme of trust and betrayal, the nuanced, multi-layered relationship between Dumbledore and Snape, particularly in light of this book's ending. It forces us to rethink what true loyalty looks like, doesn't it?
Completely.
Is it unwavering fealty to a person, or a deeper, often unseen commitment to a cause? And, can immense personal sacrifice justify a lifetime of perceived villainy? Big questions.
Really big questions. And for Harry himself, this book is all about coming of age. I mean, he's stripped of his last remaining parental figure, forcing him to confront not just first love and profound loss, but to embrace his leadership destiny with this raw, undeniable urgency.
Yeah, he has to step up.
His maturation here isn't just about growing up. It's about stepping into his power, ready to take on the fight on his own terms.
And furthermore, the nature of evil is explored with just unprecedented depth through Voldemort's past.
Those lessons again.
By delving into Tom Riddle's origins, his abandonment, his early chilling acts of cruelty, the book gives us crucial insight into how he transformed into the Dark Lord. It reveals the seeds of darkness that grew into such immense evil. It's a look at the very root of villainy.
It makes him more understandable in a way, but no less horrifying.
Exactly.
As for the key players in this specific book, each one has a truly pivotal role. Harry Potter, well, he solidifies his determination now more than ever, ready to confront Voldemort directly.
No turning back for him.
Albus Dumbledore, Harry's mentor and guide, makes his ultimate sacrifice, marking a fundamental and irreversible turning point for the entire series.
A massive loss.
Severus Snape remains the enigmatic potions master, whose final shocking act leaves his true allegiance profoundly unclear, baffling us until much, much later.
The ultimate mystery man.
Draco Malfoy is seen under immense, unbearable pressure, struggling profoundly with the impossible task assigned to him. You almost feel for him.
Almost. It's complicated.
Tom Riddle, Lord Voldemort, has his dark origin and transformation chillingly laid bare, and Ginny Weasley truly comes into her own, not just as Harry's love interest, but showcasing her own remarkable strength and independence.
She really steps up, too. Dumbledore's death is the ultimate game changer, though. It leaves Hogwarts vulnerable and Harry without his primary strategist and protector.
Totally exposed.
And with only fragments of knowledge about the Horcruxes, Harry makes this monumental, truly adult decision. He vows not to return to school, but instead to embark on a solo quest to find and destroy the remaining Horcruxes. Ron and Hermione, in just an incredibly touching display of loyalty, immediately vow to join him.
The trio, united.
Yeah. The Half-Blood Prince truly bridges the relatively contained school-based mysteries of the earlier books with the full-blown epic confrontation to come. It deepens the lore behind Voldemort, sets the tone for a darker, war-ridden finale, and forces Harry to step fully into his destiny.
So what did we learn from this deep dive? Okay, let's unpack this. We've seen how the Half-Blood Prince fundamentally transforms Harry's world, pivoting from, those earlier school mysteries to a full-blown war effort. Key takeaways include the chilling revelations about Horcruxes and the psychological insights they offer into Voldemort, the complex, often heartbreaking web of trust and betrayal, and Harry's painful yet ultimately empowering path of growing up under immense world-shattering pressure.
Well put.
We truly hope this deep dive gave you a fresh perspective and helped you understand the critical pivot this book represents, both for Harry and, well, the series as a whole.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this deep dive into the Half-Blood Prince profoundly reveals how deeply personal sacrifice can be intertwined with the fight against a greater evil.
Yeah.
It forces us to question the nature of loyalty and the hidden depths of heroism. This raises an important question for you to consider. In a world where knowledge is power and darkness looms, how much are you willing to sacrifice to gain that vital knowledge?
Yeah.
And once you possess it, what brave, terrifying, or maybe defining choices will you make with it?
Something to really think about.
Yeah.
Keep seeking those aha moments, everyone, and we'll be here to help you dive even deeper next time.